In this episode, join me as I ride down a volcano on Maui, Hawaii. Now, I talked my sister and brother-in-law into going on this adventure with me, and I'm sure they were excited when I chose the sunrise ride, which means we had to get up at 2 a.m. to get to the bike shop and checked in by 3. On the way, we were stopped at a police checkpoint because who else is up at 3 a.m. except crazy tourists like us and apparently these guys who had what looked like a pretty successful hunt. We made it to the bike shop, got checked in, they gave us helmets, backpacks, gloves, and rain gear, and we were on our way to the summit of Haleakala for sunrise. The van ride up to the summit is about an hour and a half, and the driver was a lot of fun telling stories and giving us information about the island and Haleakala. It was still dark when we reached the summit, but the sun was about to rise, so I made my way quickly to the rim of the crater. This thing is 3,000 feet deep, 7 miles long, 2 miles wide. The photos don't do it justice. It's also cold. We're at 10,000 feet elevation, and the temperature can reach below freezing in the early morning, so come prepared with some layers to stay warm. On this morning, we're blessed with an incredible sunrise. The clouds came in below us, filling the crater and making for a beautiful scene. Also at the summit is the Haleakala High Altitude Observatory site, where lots of great astronomical research is performed. Then look, but don't touch, the Haleakala silver sword. It is very rare and almost went extinct. This fascinating plant can live to be 90 years old, but only blooms once in its life when the conditions are just right, and then it dies. Truly amazing. Once the sun is up, we get back on the buses to drive down to about 6,500 feet, just outside the national park. This is where we start our ride. Now, there is a little bit of risk with this activity. There's only one road up and down the volcano, so you'll be sharing it with cars, buses, vans, and other bikers. We did see one biker that apparently had a pretty rough crash. Help is kind of far away, and it can take a little while for an ambulance to get up the road if you do have a problem. Remember, it took us a while to get up the volcano earlier in the morning, so it was probably 30 minutes or more from the time we passed the injured rider until the ambulances passed us on the way back up the road. Just keep that in mind. With that said, let's get on with our ride. There are several options for bike tour companies that ride down the volcano. I could not have been more pleased with my experience of the Haleakala Bike Company. Their tour is a self-guided tour. Some of the other companies lead you down the ride with a guide, and you stay in one big group, all riding together and stopping together. Some companies even follow behind the group with a van blocking traffic from behind. For the novice or more nervous rider, those companies are probably the way to go. For me, I wanted the independence and freedom to ride at my own pace, so the Haleakala Bike Company was the way to go. Once they give you the bike at the starting point, you are on your own to get back to the bike shop 23 miles away. Don't worry, it's pretty much all downhill. They give you a map to find your way, and you can stop when you want for as long as you want. You will pass a couple of towns on your way and can even stop, get a bite to eat, or shop. Just get back to the bike shop by 4 p.m. That's not usually a problem, as most people get back around noon. So by midday, you have had an incredible experience and still have most of your day left to go enjoy all the wonderful things Maui has to offer. I had a blast on this ride and recommend it to anyone who is looking for a little adventure while visiting Maui.